Hello there! Welcome back to the Nerdery. Cad Bane just arrived from Hasbro Pulse, and it might be the most excited I've been for a figure all year. This episode will ask and answer the question, do you think Cad Bane's gonna like my hat? And, is that a European carry-all?
Nice carry-all.
It's European.
What an awesome box, man. It's gonna be painful to liberate Cad Bane, but let's do it. It has the new angled box for the Star Wars Black Series packaging. However, it is much larger. Check out the difference in size between Chopper and Cad Bane Pulse exclusive. Love how the box is all black and it has Star Wars The Black Series in yellow highlights, and at the bottom of the box it says Star Wars The Clone Wars. If we look at the side, it has the new style of box art from the new Black Series boxes. And I love this picture of Cad Bane and Todo 360 with the yellow flowing through the bottom up into the grayscale art. Back of the box is all black, again with the yellow highlighted Star Wars Black Series logo. But what is really so cool about this box is how the figure pulls out like this, and it's actually tethered inside, so you can see it kicks back a little bit. But how cool is that to display? Really appreciate that it's grayscale Star Wars, and it's a different yellow. It's a little bit more of like a mustardy gold on the inside than the outside of the box, but it displays Cad Bane, his blasters, and Todo 360 so nicely. The inner box was held by a cardboard strap that came in through this slot, up out of this one, and it was taped onto the inside of the outer box, which is what kept it from pulling out easily. Oh, dude, my first impression is, that's a really nice bleeping hat.
Nice hat. Where did you get it?
First thing I gotta do is pair him next to my boy Hondo Anaka. These might be the two best Black Series figures of 2020, just because they're so bleeping cool, but we've waited so long for them, and the wait was worth it. They are executed brilliantly. Check out how they scale and look next to each other. Oh my god, man. That is awesome. Alright, let's take a closer look at Cad Bane. Check out the head articulation. The neck moves in a 360-degree pattern, and you can see where the collar on his shirt moves with it. That's going to give you a lot of articulation possibilities. Looks down, looks up, side to side is easy, and the breathing apparatus moves with him. But what I love is this head tilt. Man, the grimace with the head tilt, that is spectacular. First thing I'm so grateful for is he doesn't have a plain face, man. Look at the grimace and scowl. He's like, argh. Dude, that is sweet and true to character. His eyes are a glowing red. You can see his teeth. He has such great expression up at his eyebrows and forehead as well. His two breathing tubes come in at his cheek, and there's a real nice sculpt to them. And the back of his head is a matte green. That looks awesome. And then check out the detail of the breathing apparatus hanging off of his back. His breathing apparatus does come out of the holes in the side of his face, but it will pop back in. So I just found out on accident, thought I'd share. Cad Bane looks spectacular with his nice hat here, man. You can
What are you looking at? It's a nice hat.
You can also tilt it on the side just to give him different looks. You could tilt his head, kind of tilt the hat with it, maybe cover his eyes a little like you see sometimes in the series. You could push it back if you really want to see his face. I'm really, really impressed with the synergy between his face, the red eyes, the grimacing expression, and this hat. And what's also cool is he can almost kind of touch the brim of the hat. So he's kind of looks like he's tipping the hat to you while he's got the blaster in one hand, like hello and ding. Cad Bane comes with this brown satchel or European carryall.
Officer! There he goes! Someone took my European carry-all!
It has nice detail to it, and you can even see the stitching on it. So he comes with this sweet brown duster that has 3 collars popping off the side. Appreciate the silver detail with the brown, it really makes it pop. And if we look close, you can even see some stitching detail as well as weathering, as well as striations in the leather. It's just such a cool touch. When we open up the duster, he has chest armor underneath. It's a bronzish in brown color. You can see it has a lighter brown wash running through it. Really appreciate the almost weathering and detail to it. When you get to his midriff, you have more technical detail, as well as it looks like 2 silver clasps that are holding it together. But the double bandoliers around his waist are what really shines here. I really appreciate that they're different, whereas these are all lined up in a row, and the top ones are grouped by 2. They're brown with silver detailing. And when you look back from afar, man, they just pop and stand out and add such a cool element to this figure. This piece coming off the coat is a hard rubber, and you can see wiring running through the bottom of it. And I really appreciate the technology detail on his arm gauntlet. You have multiple buttons, a couple of them are red, those pop and stand out. On the underside of the gauntlet, you can see the wiring coming up through again, as well as some more technical detail. I really appreciate how his blue fingers stand out with his fingerless gloves. You get 360-degree rotation and inflection up and down with him. Cad Bane is pretty articulatable. I think he's pretty sweet. So he has a 360-degree torso movement, not hindered by the coat or anything. Really like the side-to-side with it. He has 360-degree rotation at the shoulder, and check out how far that comes back. So Cad Bane does have butterfly shoulder joints, which is pretty cool because you can't see it with the coat. Also comes with the upgraded pinless elbows. Taking a close look at him, aesthetically that is so pleasing. And I do appreciate that it comes just slightly greater than 90 degrees. Cad Bane comes with 2 blasters that fit nicely into his pistol grip hands. They are silver with a scope on top and black detail on the barrel. I really appreciate being able to articulate up and down. I really love how they look in his hand, as well as the brown grip on the silver handle there. Dude, that is a sweet touch. So because he's so flexible, you can actually have him pointing straight out and aiming at you. You could have him coming out to the side. Oh man, look how cool that looks. Like he's holding him out to the side. Almost have him like a gunslinger, like he's flipping his duster back and he's ready to draw. So many cool ways you could pose him, man. Cad Bane has very nicely sculpted pants. Really appreciate all the wrinkle detail, as well as you could see some creases and wear in the pants. Does have a cut at the thigh, and I appreciate how that's hidden. That actually looks pretty cool how it comes up. And check out the knees, man. Pinless knee joint, totally hidden. Really love how that looks. Only trade-off is a little bit better than 90-degree flexibility, so he can't touch his butt, but how often realistically are we going to pose Cad Bane like that? You could see silver booster rockets coming off his boots, which are just a slightly different tone of gray than the pant, and his foot rocks back and forward, tilt side to side very nicely. Cool touch that they included Todo. Because it's Black Series, his legs move back and forth, which is pretty cool, as well as his arms. And then his head does rotate side to side, looks down and looks up. I really feel like they nailed the aesthetic of Todo. He looks so cool. It's a really neat silverish gunmetal. Eyes are glowing yellow. So Cad Bane is supposed to be about 6 foot tall, so that gives you an idea of scale for Todo. And they look pretty cool together. Look at that. I mean, this duster looks awesome in the back. Nice stitch detail up here, wrinkled. You can definitely see striations and age to the leather. I really appreciate the way it frames both of his blasters and doesn't hinder his ability to access them. Alright, here's Cad Bane with his old hostage Ahsoka and Anakin. Really scale well together. I like how the black and the brown off Anakin plays off Cad Bane. Great height between them. Dude, Cad Bane is just awesome, and the blue face with the red eyes. Oh my god, dude, the duster. He just looks so cool with them. Does Cad Bane like my hat? Well, the fact that I'm still wearing it in live says no. He did not think I had a nice hat at all. However, I love his hat, and I love his face, and his eyes, and his grimace, and his duster, and his 2 blasters, and the wrist gauntlets, and the detail, and Todo 360 just is so cool, man. We've been waiting for a Cad Bane figure for years, and this is one of those times where what you get was 100% worth the wait. He's arguably the best Black Series figure of 2020 in every facet possible. From articulation to sculpt to face to accessories, just an A+ all the way around, and he looks so cool with Hondo. Now the only thing left to do is just to put him in the display and look at him lovingly every day when I come down here and stare at him. Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to join the noble quest of building this action figure collection. See you real soon.